We look back on her remarkable career. More than 2 decades ago, Barbara had an idea to bring together women of different backgrounds, generations, and views to discuss the hot topics of the day. It had never been done before, and 20 years later, The View is still going strong.
It was 17 years ago when an executive at ABC Daytime came to Bill Getty and me and said, "Do you have an idea for a show?" And I said, "I have an idea for a show." I've always wanted to do a show with women of different generations, backgrounds, and views. This is that show. Bill Getty and I sat down then with a group of women to try and see how the conversation would work out. We were going to have various groups.
Which we've all seen, 39 dead in cult suicide.
These young people are obviously searching for something.
The UFO thing doesn't strike me as odd.
The first group was the best, and that's how The View began. There had not been a show with a group of people sitting together and talking unscripted. I thought it might last a year or two. Rue Knowledge, who was the president of ABC News, felt that my doing The View, a daytime show, would lessen my news credentials. So he didn't want me to moderate. She's the one in charge, Meredith Vieira.
Yeah, you just remember that, Babs, okay?
So I chose Meredith Vieira to moderate.
They told me part of my job would be ordering Barbara Walters around. How do you turn that down? It's a great gig. I had to take it.
Then Rosie took on that role.
No, it's my first day on The View. I'm in the Meredith chair, and it's exciting.
And then, of course, Whoopi.
Good morning, I'm Whoopi Goldberg.
It's a great place to express yourself, give opinions, show the kind of person you really are. I have been married more than once, and I never wanted to get married when I did.
As I want.
Okay. And here in The View, I could be funny. I had women whom I could joke with.
Oh, I always think of you not just as a friend or a sister, but as a lover.
And I could show good, better, and different my personality.
When did you first learn about sex?
Well, I didn't learn about sex until I started to do this show, and now I know more about sex than I ever wanted to know. We were the first daytime talk show to have a sitting president as a guest.
Look, I was trying to find a show that Michelle actually watched.
The View has shown that women can be together and enjoy each other and have the kind of conversations that you may have in the morning with a girlfriend. I will miss being with the women every day.
I love you guys.
I will miss giving my opinions. I think perhaps I will miss The View more than any other program I have done.
And joining us now on the phone is original panelist and co-host of The View, Joy Behar. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You knew her well. So what are some of your favorite memories of Barbara?
Oh, there are many. I mean, you showed a very interesting clip. It showed, I mean, not that I can actually watch it because there's a delay or something, but I heard it, and I know which one it is, where I kissed her on the lips. That's the kind of Barbara that the press and the public did not really know before The View. You know, the fact that she could have a laugh, have fun, told a good dirty joke. You know, she was a lot of fun. I went to her house many times for dinner. She always had an array of the, you know, brilliant people of our time at the table. And she would always include me and my husband as if we were part of that particular group of people, which we were not. We were not friends with them. We were friends with her. She was always very cordial and lovely to me. And we were pals. I mean, we used to have a lot of laughs off camera and on camera, as you saw.
Yeah, we saw a lot of laughs between you two. You were on The View from the start, a key part of making Barbara's dream of the show happen. What was it like working with her on a project that was so close to her heart?
Well, I took the job at a time when my career could have gone in the direction of acting and the sitcom world, because I was doing a lot of years of stand-up. And there are certain ways that you can go from that. And a talk show came along, and I said, daytime talk show? I don't know about that. Doesn't seem to be my cup of tea. because some of them are, who's the baby daddy and all that other stuff was really not my type of show. But then this was different, and it had Barbara at the helm, and that's when I decided I'll take the job, because if she was in charge of it, it would be a smart show. I mean, she wasn't going to do a dumb show. She was going to do a really smart show. And so, it's lasted 26 years. I've been there from the beginning with a slight hiatus. But I've been there since the very beginning. Show me the secret to her success of getting those interviews was that she never went to the bathroom. I mean, these are the things I know about her that maybe you don't. She never went to the bathroom. She had an incredible bladder. And that's what, why she always could jump on those interviews before anybody else did.
Yeah, and those interviews lasted a very long time, many of them. What has Barbara meant to you?
Well, certainly it's meant a lot to me in terms of my work life, my career. I mean, at the time that she came to see me at to stand up at a benefit for Milton Berle. That's how she got to know me. I mean, this story, I've told this story a few times, but I did a couple of jokes about Salman Rushdie and how men could always find a woman, no matter, even when they're in hiding. He was married 3 times. He never left the hotel. Stuff like, some routine about that. And that appealed to her. She understood that humor. And she said to Regis was there, and she said, Regis, who is that woman? And he said, well, she has a radio show in New York. She's a comedian. And that was the beginning of her deciding to call me and put me on the air.
And a remarkable time.
But what they say, 98% of success is showing up. That shows you right there. But, and then she became a mentor. She's very much the role model for a lot of people in the showbiz, in the news world, for sure. But even for us, it was like, she had a work ethic that you couldn't deny. She was always prepared. She was always working on her material. She never went out there and didn't know what she was doing. And that was an important thing to learn, because especially someone, I was a comic, I was in my spontaneity. My spontaneity, of course, is part of the show. But you also have research, and you have to know what's going on in the world in order to do that show. So she was a definite role model in that way.
She taught all of us so much. Joy Behar, thank you so much for being with us this morning and for sharing your memories of her.
I'll miss her. Thank you for asking me. Bye-bye.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.